We have the latest on some U.S. political stories next, starting in Washington, where President Joe Biden is on the defensive over his administration's plans to build more of the border wall.
One question on the border wall. The border wall, the money was appropriated for the border wall. I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't, they wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what it was appropriated. I can't stop that.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
Chris Reyes joins us on this story now from New York. So Chris, good morning. This is being seen as a bit of an about-face by Biden. Take us through it.
Good morning, Hillary. That's right. Biden famously promised during his presidential campaign not to build another foot on that wall. Those are his words. A wall that in many ways helped elect former President Donald Trump. And now that construction is set to begin on the U.S.-Mexico border in the Rio Grande Valley in Texas, as you heard him there, he's deflecting some responsibility. We already heard Biden explain it. Have a listen to what Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas had to say about it.
There is no new administration policy with respect to the border wall. From day one, this administration has made clear that a border wall is not the answer. That remains our position, and our position has never wavered. We have repeatedly asked Congress to rescind this money, but it has not done so, and we are compelled to follow the law.
And Hillary, just to give you some context, there have been about 245,000 illegal migrants at the border, just at the Rio Grande Valley in Texas. And this migrant crisis is really a conversation that's happening right across the country, including right here in New York City. Mayor Eric Adams has spoken about this, saying that the influx of migrants into this city is a problem that he can't deal with alone.
Chris, the Biden administration, it's also making reversal on its migrant policy. The U.S. will now deport Venezuelan migrants. What's happening there?
That's right. So, Hillary, the U.S. has now reached a deal with Venezuela to immediately and directly deport any migrants from Venezuela who have come into the country without any legal pathways to be here. Have a listen to what Secretary of State Antony Blinken had to say about it.
The scale of this challenge demands that we redouble our efforts, that we do more to improve and modernize border security, that we do more to increase legal migration pathways and protections, more to address root causes, and more to deter irregular migration humanely.
And again, Hillary, another piece of context. Venezuelans represent the second largest displacement of people in the world, second only to Syria, with more than 7 million people leaving that country as it battles the worst economic crisis in its history.
Incredible numbers there. Chris, thank you for this. We appreciate it. Chris Reyes for us in New York.